lights off, or are we blind? The dark ages, the dark ages, darker than the bottom of a deep dark mine. The dark ages, the dark ages, darker than a dungeon all the time. If we could see, we'd probably lose our minds, but it's too hard to see in 500 AD. Will the lights ever start to shine, or must we stumble round like we were blind?
We always find a reason for to fight. When we take offense, we have to set it right. We never stop to analyze, we never learn to compromise.
No one would call them very smart, they are always in the dark.
Now you know the reason they're called knights. The dark ages, the dark ages, darker than the bottom of a deep dark mine. The dark ages, the dark ages, darker than a dungeon all the time. If we could see, we'd probably lose our minds, but it's too hard to see in 500 AD. Will the lights once again start to shine, or must we stumble round like we were blind? The Iron Age was as hard as nails. Nothing really happened in the Bronze Age. The Stone Age is still the age they're living in Wales. I guess they just forgot to turn the page. Every age of man has its ups and downs. Every season comes with its smiles and frowns, but this age seems new like a vital spark. The only thing this age is dark. The dark ages, the dark ages, darker than the bottom of an endless well. The dark ages, the dark ages, darker than the lowest rung of hell. If we could see, we'd probably be an awful sight, but it's too hard to see in 500 AD. Give us a break from this endless night. All we see are the northern lights. There's darkness here in Scotland all the time. The sun and moon refuse to even shine. The nights are not without their joys. There's lots of fun for girls and boys, but now and then we need the sun. What is it we might have done? Forgot to turn the lights off, or are we blind? The dark ages, the dark ages, darker than the bottom of a deep dark mine. The dark ages, the dark ages, darker than a dungeon all the time. If we could see, we'd probably lose our minds, but it's too dark to see in 500 AD. Will the lights once again start to shine, or must we stumble round like we were blind? Stumble in the dark until the end of time. There he goes, there he goes. After him he'll get away again. Run and bring him here, he's acting very weird. After him he'll get away again. He's so mad and it's sad. After him his mind has gone astray. Alas and alack, we've gotta get him back. After him, don't let him get away. Here he comes, he's on the run. Stop him or he'll get away again. Madman on the loose, slippery as a goose. We cannot catch this most elusive man. Couldn't catch catch him if he were all tied up in knots. Couldn't catch him if he were locked up in a box. He's a mad, 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 mad man, madman loose upon the land. Madman on the loose upon the land. There he goes, after him he's got away again. Hurry man, bring him back, he gave the queen a heart attack. After him he's got away again. There he goes, his mind is really sick, but he's just so doggone quick. He's a mad, mad man, loose up on the land. Mad man, loose up on the land.
He thinks I've shut him in a box, so he's gone crazy, crazy like a fox. But like the fox before the hound, he's bound to come around to me again, again. He thinks my honor is at stake. It's not my honor. What difference does that make? What does my honor mean to me? It's my heart that must be free to love this man. Even though he never lay with me, wrapped in his arms in the afterglowing spell, there must surely come a day when my love so strangely warm will unfold him evermore, heedless of what lies in store. Though we both may burn in hell, I think he's just so slightly mad because he wants me, the one he's never had. I'll be eager then to learn from his love when he returns to me again. It may be my selfish pride that makes me act this way, but my love will take its toll. And the emptiness inside when my love has gone away drives me deeper into pain, heedless of the guilty stain, till his love can make me whole. He thinks I've shut him in a box, so he's gone crazy, crazy like a fox. Like a fox before the hound, he's bound to come around to me again, again, again. What's home without a hero? A home in the chase anyone who would threaten all its daughters. It's not a home without a hero I can call my own. What's a castle without a champ? Someone there upon we could depend. It's just a place that's golden damp, unless you've got a champion within. If trouble were to come in the shape of a fire-breathing dragon, as man would suck the thumb, but he would calmly kick the dragon's wagon. What's a home without a hero? Someone who no honor would defend. Every hearth and home should have a hero. They're as handy and as wholesome as a man can be. They're a joy to have around, even better than a clown. And they hardly make a sound till the villains come around. Then just you wait and see. Yes, it's mighty nice to have a hero, when a hero is the very thing you need. What's a house without a hero? A boring little place where you live. Not a mouse, but a hero, willing to give all he has to give. If the Saxons were to attack,
Oh my!
he'd defeat them all without straining. If there's something in the kitchen that you lack, he'd gladly ride to town without complaining. What's a home without a hero? A hero of our own, whose name is etched in stone. We'd love to have a legendary hero, a hero in our home.
In a darkened room where the mirror hangs, in a dusty den where the devil sang a tune full of evil prayer. I can see myself, I'm at home in there. A twisted face hides a twisted soul. A twist of fate might have made me whole, but no, life did not go that way. Pull a Chevalier Mal Fet. A darkened shroud hides a darker heart that beats so proud till it bursts apart. But oh, his feet are made of clay. This was Chevalier Mal Fet. In the span of years that a man is dealt, there are many things that he should have felt. If your soul is dark as the endless sea, you miss those things eternally tormented in an inner hell. Your life is but an empty shell where nothing good can ever dwell. The devil's spawn is the way I feel, a desperate life full of death and steel. No good will ever come or stay. Pull a Chevalier Mal Fet. My twisted face hides my deepest fear that my disgrace will one day be clear. But no, not yet has come that day. Pull a Chevalier, pull a Chevalier Mal Fet.
You've never seen such a man. Or is it a monk? Or is it a monkey? You'd die if he ever took your hand. Could your heart have sunk for such a flunkey? Don't you sigh when he walks your way? Won't you die if you thought he may? But why does he have to look that way? Is he really all that cute? No, no, you got to say no. Is he really such a beaut? No, no, you got to say no. Just to look at him makes you kind of grin. He looks like he's been beat above the head. Best to look at him when the lights are dim. You'd scream if he surprised you in your bed. Is he really all that cute? No, no, you got to say no. Is he really such a beaut? No, no, you got to say no. If you want to taste his strong embrace, a prospect that is tempting one admits, put a bag in place to hide his face, so you won't be scared out of your wits. Is he really all that cute? No, no, you got to say no. Is he really such a beaut? No, no, you got to say no. Strong as an ox, he can pound the rocks till a pile of sand is all you've got. If you want to get rid of a bratty kid, his picture ought to really help a lot. Is he really all that cute? No, no, you got to say no. Is he really such a beaut? No, no, you got to say no. Still, he's strong and such a fighter, and nothing's wrong with being famous. If we fell for such a blighter, all in all, you couldn't blame us. Is he really all that cute? No, no, you got to say no. Is he really such a beaut? No, no, you got to say no. Is he really all that cute? No, no, you got to say no.
He's hurting, it's horrible. His wound is just so terrible. It's simply not endurable. We need someone who's great to heal our potentate. We're all thankful in the castle, every noble knight and vassal, for the silver willing vessel of holy men who'll try to heal our royal guy. Sir Grummore, he's a champ. He's known for doing wonders. He don't know where he's at. Great truth is what he ponders. He should be just the thing to heal the Fisher King. Go right in, show that fine and holy man right in. No sin, not him, not a blemish on this knight who has no sin. How's he doing? How's it going? How's it going? Is there any way of knowing? Is there any way to tell if the king is doing well? St. Patrick, what a guy. Just ask him, he will say so. His head is in the sky. You can almost see his halo. It's a V we sing, please heal our Fisher King. Go right in, show that fine and holy man right in. No sin, not him, not a tarnish on this saint who has no sin. What's he saying?
Is he praying?
Is he praying? Should the trumpet start to bring? Is there any way to see if he's worth his pedigree? What score did he get? Has he healed our good king yet? Oh, he's hurting, it's terrible. His wound is just unbearable. It's simply not endurable. We need someone to bring healing to our king. We're disgusted in the castle, every noble knight and vessel, with this underwhelming pestle of holy men who don't have a clue to what we want. Who is this? The man is mad, a renegade who's gone insane. The demons in his head have made him mad. He should not be here, that is plain. This lunatic will bring dishonor to our king. How could she let this happen? Has she no sense of shame? What could she be thinking? His gardens made insane. The man is just a tramp, a woman from the nation. To let him try and kill the king as if he ever could. Is an insult on his majesty, it should be understood. To let him try and heal the king won't come to any good. To let him try and heal the king.
Love and wine would be so fine, served in quantities huge. Love and wine are on my mind, in them I take refuge. Love is sweet and so is wine, I'd love to drink my fill. Wine and dine that glass of mine, if she were here I probably will. Love, 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 make me drunk on the wine of love. Wine, 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 love to drink from the magic wine. Love would weave a magic spell, spin me till I don't know what. Wine would spin me just as well, and this glass of wine is all I've got. Wine and love, great God above, you made these treasures sweet. Great quantities of wine and love would be a very lovely treat. I'd love to have a love so sweet, it makes the world go round. The fruits of love just can't be beat. I'd love to lay her down. Love trumps wine, it wins hands down. Wine can't free me from my wall, it fills the void for a love sucks. Love would fill that hole, but no, this glass of wine is all we've got. Love, 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 make me dry love. Wine, 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 love to drink from the magic wine. We dearly love to have some love from down below or up above. We love to have a love so fine, but look at us, we've got this wine. What do we love a lot? Love, 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 what's not half as bad? Wine, 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 what do we wish we had? Love, 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 but what is it we've got? Wine, 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 wine.
He thinks he's found a better love. He just needs reminding of who he's fondest of. And when he sees me once again, he will remember there and then our love, our love. There is nothing that can keep him from coming back to me, to the fire in my heart. He will feel my love so deep that I know that he will see we were meant to be as one. No matter what we might have done, we will never be apart. And when I have him back with me, he'll not go crazy or lose his sanity. And because he's on a bond, he's sure to stay around with me, with me, with me.
Simple life, simple things, a common life that's not like kings, not like queens or fancy stuff. A simple life is quite enough.
Simple things for simple me. Nothing crazy, that's the key. A simple life in a quiet place. Simple folk with simple taste.
Does a life require that we reach ever higher? Can't we find salvation in the smallest of desire? Would some complication be a better education than the one that we receive from a home we never leave?
Simple person, quiet life.
Happy children, happy wife, happy hearth and a happy home. There's no reason for too wrong. Should we be amazed at the newest, latest craze? We don't need to wander round in a hopeless daze. In this little corner of the world there exists the key to happiness and ecstasy and bliss. Simple life, simple things, a common life that's not like kings, not like queens or fancy stuff. A simple woman's quite enough.
A simple life in a quiet place. Just a steady, easy pace.
Simply happy, that's the key to have a happy life. You be simply you, and I'll be simply me. There is a storm inside my head. There's a dagger in my heart. Throw my armor to the dogs and rip my soul apart. I can't pretend I have no shame. I have no strength to do what's right. My worst desire must be obeyed. I I'm weak and ill-prepared to face the fate I've made. I've got no one but myself to blame. Every vow that I had spoken now has been broken. What else can you expect if you live by blood and die by the sword? I threw my love away, and there will never come a day when I will reclaim what I have lost forever, lost by my broken word. I promised my life was hers to keep, and I swore I'd never leave. She was innocent and pure and could not but believe me, and left herself with no defense. But then I heard a siren call. I could not stay away. I broke her fragile heart when I would not stay. There's no way to atone for that offense. Take away the shouts of praise, they're just hollow sounds. Forget my glory days, bury the past beneath the ground. She will never understand. What I've done seems so absurd. The only thing that's left from when it all began is the empty sound of my broken word. Every vow that I have spoken now has been broken. What else can you expect if you live by blood and die by the sword? I threw my love away, and there will never come a day when I will reclaim what I have lost forever, lost by my broken word, lost by my broken word.
Blessed are the meek, and blessed are the weak, and blessed are the children that may be. Blessing, 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 blessing. But the best of the blessed is blessed me. Blessed is the tie that binds this mortal guy to a life of virtue so wholeheartedly. Bless you, bless them, bless us. And the one who gives the blessing is blessed me. Blessed are the saints and the ones who may be aimed, and blessed are they who on the water walk. Blessing, 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 blessing. How blessed are you to listen to me talk. Blessed are those who try to be as good as I, even though there is no possibility. Bless you, bless them, bless us. And the one who gives the blessing is blessed me. It's a blessing to be able to share our blessed lives with everybody here. You're all welcome for this chance to finally see how a blessed saint behaves among lesser company. Blessed are the poor and those who dislike war, who mourn the fact that things are not so great. Blessing, 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 sing. They're lucky I'm around to set things straight. Blessed ones are we who are privileged to be in the presence of a man who embodies sanctity. Blessing, 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 bless us. And the one who gives the blessing is blessed me.
Growing old, going home and growing old. Too fast, going home, growing old and going home. At last, it's a waste. Youth is wasted on the young. Not a trace of respect from anyone. So my home maybe ain't a home so grand.
It's a cave.
I'm alone, but at least I understand who I am. Growing old, going home and growing old. Too fast, going home, growing old and going home. At last, in my cave, it's as bright as the noonday sun. Not afraid, not of nothing nor no one. Even though I may get around quite slow, given time, I can get where I need to go. Even though I'm growing old, going home and growing old. Too fast, going home, growing old and going home. At last, still it wouldn't hurt my feelings if I found somebody new, waiting when I come back home to stay, a different face. Still, to tell the truth, I'd really like a little more to do when I wake up to begin another day. Just a taste of something new. Growing old, going home and growing old. Too fast, going home, growing old and going home. At last, at last.
By finding heaven in the
That
earth,
gives a body pause to see what God has seen, to touch the things of God. It's the greatest question I can do.
if they see the things of
There'll
God,
be no room for petty fights. It's the finest goal a man could have, with heaven in their reach. They'll strive to reach the greatest heights. The price to pay for searching for this goal is heart and brain and hope and blood and soul. Reaching up to heaven will make them strain. Reaching out to God will make it plain that their quarrels have no meaning and no worth. The richest prize to win is finding heaven in the earth. Destiny not a thing absurd. Death will never be the final word. They will never fall into betrayal if they always seek the Holy Grail. Give them just a taste of what it's worth. The richest price to win is finding heaven in the earth. Finding heaven in the earth, that's all they need to know. And when they all set forth, they'll find the way to go. The wish to conquer death will mean rebirth. The richest prize to win is finding heaven in the earth. Heaven in the earth. Heaven in the earth.
What of fun?
It's a sin.
What of wine?
Oh, that's a sin.
What of husbands and their wives?
They live in sin.
What of song?
It's a sin.
What of dance?
Yes, that's a sin.
What of people in their ordinary lives?
All in sin.
If we save a damsel in distress, don't leave her in a lurch.
If she's not with child, that's a sin.
If today is Sunday and we all go down to church,
Without me at the altar, they wouldn't let you in.
good God, Galahad, you really make me sick. Good God, Galahad, you're nothing but a priceless example of a manhood. Ha, that never had a chance to be a man. A person you don't want to be caught within the hay. If you did get laid by him, all he'd do is wear. He's as boring as they come, and we wish he'd go away. Good God, Galahad, good God. Ask the lad to take a drink, he'll tell you where to toe the line.
If you're dying of thirst and cannot find the sink,
He'd never change the water into wine. Good God, Galahad, how can you be so thick? Good God, Galahad, you're nothing but a pretty boy with such a pretty face. A sorry showcase for the human race. The kind of boy who'd suddenly turn in all his friends with a 12-page write-up describing all their sins. It was nice before you came, won't you go away again? Good God, Galahad, good God.
Please don't make me blush.
You make a good God, Galahad.
If you insist, I must.
Good God, Galahad, good God. Good God, Galahad, good God.
nothing in this trackless waste but dust and empty sky. There's no salvation for the soul, it's just a place to die. There is no grail, there is no hope, just madness for the mind. We're fools to follow fairy tales, there's nothing here to find. Nothing here to find, nothing here to find. Nothing in this barren land, nothing here to find. We traveled over rock and stone for nothing but a myth, an empty promise that requires more than we can give. Thirst and hunger, blood and toil while looking for a sign, but there's no sign we'll ever see. There's nothing here to find, nothing here to find, nothing here to find. Nothing in this barren land, nothing here to find. There's nothing in this quest, it's all in Arthur's mind. We gave it our best, but there's nothing here to find. Nothing here to find.
Understand? I understand nothing about ye except that ye leave and I wait. So leave. Damn ye, leave. Carbonek, you have walls that keep me here. Can't you keep him out? Or at least keep out his memory?
The clock on the wall, the sun on the dial, the inching of moments of time. The clouds on a day when the wind never blows, the endless repeating of rhyme. A night without sleep is a night without end, waiting to see the sunrise. While I wait for a man who never returns to the oasis of tears in my eyes. Watching the pot, the water won't boil. Stand by the fire in the heart. Once was a fire burned in my soul, now just a glow in my heart. A ship from the shore seems to almost stand still, never to move with the waves. And still as a maid who has waited her life, wasted her whole life away. Promises made, promises kept, promises you could not say. I promise you this, I'll always be here, but my love may be slipping away. Watching the pot, the water won't boil. Stand by the fire in the heart. Once was a fire burned in my soul, now just a glow in my heart. Promises made, promises kept, promises you wouldn't say. I promise you this, I'll always be here, but my love may be slipping away. I promise you this, I'll always be here, but my love may be slipping away.
blasted heath until I am nearly blind. And I thirst, God, I thirst. Have you no wine or water for a weary night? What must I beg? Where do you point? There's nothing. What? That chapel was not there before. Is this some sorcery?
So now I may drink, and by my faith I shall. I have never thirsted so.
Who comes this way must face the test. Who dares the grill forsakes the rest. Who walks this path surrenders all. They win the prize or else they fall. There is no in between. No what may be or what has been. You must reveal what's deep inside. Your thoughts, your love, your sins, your pride. The grail requires your very soul. A soul that must be given whole. There is no holding back. There's no defense, it will not crack. Your heart will tear apart and open wide.
I have nothing left that I can give. It's all been stripped away. I have lived the life I had to live. It's led me to this day, to this gate and to this door. What am I waiting for? Can someone here please show me the way?
You cannot pass, Lord Angus. You cannot enter in. The way is shut, the gate is barred. You cannot go within. You cannot pass, Lord Angus, beyond these walls of stone. You're not a worthy knight, as you have always known.
A spear
that pierced his side.
A sword,
A sword, wield the sword.
A cup,
There's the cup. All these things point toward the grail. Our heart bleeds, blood flows from dark deeds. A spirit grows, the air's a hurricane. The ground is groaning loud. The rivers leave their banks. Lightning streaks the clouds. The spirit first is tied, but goodness will decide. A raven there's the clouds. These things straight towards. All these things point toward the grail. Glory, glory, all hail the Holy Grail. Glory, glory, all hail the Holy Grail. trumpets ring announcement, let the righteous kneel and pray. Sinners hide their countenance, the Grail has come today. The Holy Grail has come this way today.
Look upon these things, but you may not enter.
I know I cannot enter here. I've known it all along. This is no place for me. The soul was made so wrong. I know I cannot seek the Grail, not worthy of its sight. But must I live in hell? Is this the fate of the ill-made night? Once upon a time I lay dreaming. Once upon a time long ago. Once upon a time I was dreaming, and I thought I heard you calling. I could swear I heard you calling. How I wish that you'd been calling softly. lost them low. Once upon a time we were lovers. Once upon a time we were friends. Once we didn't need any other. Now the days are all so dreary, so endless and so weary. How I wish that you were near me once again. Once there was a time that I knew you. There must have been a time it was clear. Then there came a time when you flew too close to where I wanted no one near. Once upon a time we were strangers, learning how our love would begin. Once we came so close we could touch it. Now you act like a stranger, I act like a stranger. How did we become strangers once again? Can a poem rhyme with no meaning? A lover leave with nary a tear? Can tomorrow come somehow seeming like yesterday had not been here? Once upon a time we were partners, part of something we never planned. Once upon a time we were dreamers. I wish that we were dreaming. How I wish that we were dreaming. God, if we were only dreaming, dreaming once again. Once upon a time there were heroes, kings, warriors, lovers, and friends.
Once the world was made by the dreamers, the world will dream them all.